take a head count. Flashback, 03, things was looking rundown. Now I set foot in the place, it's a luau. Killing like 10 counts, y'all know how we get down. House with the fence around, y'all know that we en route. Transition from the Impala to the Fisker. I should charge admission for that to get the dessert. Left the doors up, now the Lambo has pigtails. Since you getting comfy, I'ma let you sit there, I'ma let you stay there. When I shed a tear, they didn't have no care, so I'ma charge retail. I brought some cause you say you want set. If you love sick in the room, you best get well. Every dog has its day, what the no tuck. Sway Lee, winter magazine, double XL. Floss with your Gucci on, dipped in colors burst on the cars and the jewels. I'm a wanted man, seats looking like they got a spray tan. When I was without, not a helping hand. I got some guys that throw it back and make me drop the cans. I told Ben Frank just to drop a pin. I could let my fit go to the highest bid. Yes, I might drop in, it all depends. Junior high, I was dreaming of a
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bills going up against the Falcons.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lamar Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Six yards to go here on second down. Kessler. And it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Out of the gun, Kessler. Going for the deep ball. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie safety from Washington, Buda Baker. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They go to Elliott it again. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Back to throw. Morris. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Frank Clark coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now out come the Bills. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you. A huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's Johnson. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Second down, Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Kessler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Pat O'Donnell to punt in his 4th year from Miami. Back deep, Dre Archer. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is Archer. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Morris dancing to his left. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts. So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. 23 yards on the play. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going. Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top. Second down following the run.
No. Patriot.
Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing is Kessler. And caught right side, Green. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there. Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball. So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area. He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They're going on 4th down. Kessler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career. You're saying that's going into the trophy case? I'd put it there. Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards. Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down. To throw is Morris. Looking to throw on second down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Frank Clark in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Morris. From the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down carry by Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Second down, Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So now 1st and 15. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Morris to throw on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Morris. Operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A second quarter score from down in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
Green 39. Number. Watching now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the right side, caught by Green. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They go play action here on first down. Andrew Hawkins has it complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Kessler now on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On first and 10, here's Kessler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Kessler looks to throw on second down. Looking long for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's third down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll go for it. It's Kessler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from Kansas State, Jordan Willis. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Paul Warlow, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Morris now to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Let's go. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
They're going to try and throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's Dree Archer. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The slot man in motion right. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run with Procise. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. This is Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. They'll run it with Elliott. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys?
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically. Because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Yeah, here come the Bills. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, here's Kessler. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Kessler. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Three down. Hey, fellas, we got three. Let's go. Back to that now. Look at 56. Here we go now. 3-19.
On second down, Kessler. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the third quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Kessler. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Kessler now on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
To go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Second down, here's Kessler. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Kessler. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jude I.J. Barima. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Did they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. So this is not the QB here. They're going to do a direct snap out of the Wildcat. Now Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Kessler throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now let's go.
Now Kessler on 1st down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Watching now, Barney.
First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. Finding Green complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here's Barkley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on to victory there, would be their 3rd of the year. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 now. Kessler once more. And an alley to run. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Second down and 4. Here's Elliott. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Open space inside the 10. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent, and how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Falcons, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
like the way it sounds, Frody? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I